What's up? What's up? What's up? All right, today we're going to play a little game show, but before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and take a little sip of this Red Bull because Red Bull gives you wings. All right, so welcome to the show that every couple swears they just will watch for fun until someone starts side-eyeing their spouse. I'm your host, Billy Boy, your referee, and possibly your future relationship counselor, depending on how bad this list gets. Now, here's how it works today. Each contestant, our brave, long-suffering Black or Hispanic wives, will listen as we reveal 20 behaviors that might make them rethink their marriage. Each behavior earns a reaction level. So what you need to do is get out a sheet of paper now and something to write with, a pen or a pencil. Now, each time you agree that your husband often does one of the things I'm going to be saying to you, just merely put a tick mark on a folded sheet of paper and title that sheet of paper report card. So you're going to be making a report card for your husband. Take a sheet of paper, fold it in half, then write report card on the front of it. You can even write his name and even date it. On the inside, you're going to make tick marks. 1 tick mark, 2 tick marks, 3 tick marks, 4 tick marks, and then when you go diagonal, that's 5. All right? And we're going to make this his report card. So let's see what these tick marks will add up to. If there's 1 to 5 tick marks, wife should raise an eyebrow. That translation means he's gross, but still salvageable. If you look down and you got 6 to 10 tick marks, your wife should buy a suitcase and withdraw funds out of the bank as soon as possible. Okay? This is your exit strategy starting to begin. If there's 11 to 15 tick marks, the wife should be at her parents' house and on a plane or bus and filing for divorce. If there's 16 to 20 tick marks, the wife should call the mover and take the kids and never, ever look back. Because, girl, that man is spiritually uninhabitable. All right? So once you've got all your tick marks down there, you need to decide, is your husband a keeper or is he a creeper? Or is he full refund required? He needs to be gone. Then once you've done that, you graded him, you got your tick marks on there, then you hand it over to your husband and wait for his response. Are you ready? Are you ready to play the game show today? I'm gonna go ahead and let you get make your report card, get a sheet of paper, and I'm gonna sit here and do a little theme song, game show theme song, and we're gonna play Let's Play Is My Husband a Keeper? So we'll give you a little intermission music and we'll start the game. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Well, I didn't make the cut. I'm in jail. So they let me out for 2 hours to make this game show. And so if you see the police come busting through the door, you know what happened. All right. So all you got to do now is listen to what I've got to say and go ahead and put a tick mark if your husband often does this. Number 1, does he leave the toilet seat down? Up. Does he leave the toilet seat up like gravity is dismayed? Every time you go in there, you want to sit down and use the toilet and you fall right into the bowl. All right? And he thinks that gravity is going to take, after he finishes using it, he thinks gravity is going to bring the lid back down on the toilet. So if your husband's the type of person who leaves the toilet seat up and he thinks gravity is made to push it down, put a tick mark on this report card. Number 2, he never replaces the empty toilet paper roll. Just leaves the cardboard tube of shame. So he'll sit there and use the toilet and use all the toilet paper, all of it. And then he won't even put a new roll on. He'll just leave that tube sitting right there. He's too lazy to take and put a new roll of toilet paper on. And if he does, he puts the new roll of toilet paper on and won't even take the wrapper off. If your husband never replaces an empty toilet paper roll and just leaves the cardboard tube of shame, put a tick mark on his report card. Number 3, does he wear his socks to bed? And are they all crunchy? Does his stinky, nasty socks that he wear in the bed, and when you touch them, they crunch just like potato chips? Is that what your husband does? If he does, he wears his socks to bed, and they're all crunchy and smelly, put the tick mark on his report card. Number 4, does he eat cereal with his mouth open while talking about politics? Does he do that? Does he sit there like an alligator, just crunching and crunching and crunching? All his mouth is going and going and going, right? Food coming all out, hanging all out, right? Looks like some kind of piranha or something. Does he do that? Food hanging all, coming all on his beard and everything. Does your husband eat like some kind of monster or something like that? Does he eat with his mouth open while talking about politics? If he does, put a tick mark on his report card. Number 5, does he think cleaning means spraying Febreze on the funk, right? He says, well, it doesn't smell because he's going to spray Febreze all on everything. Is he the type that's going to spray Febreze instead of cleaning it and washing it? He just sprays it all over the house. You can't even breathe because he's got all this Febreze all over the house. Is he that type? Does he think cleaning it means spray Febreze on his funky clothes and funk? If he does, put a tick mark on his report card. Number 6, you might be thinking about buying a suitcase on this one. Is this underwear look like a crime scene from CSI or the Laundry Edition? Has he got skid marks all over his underwear? Brown swirls and marks all over it. It's gross. You wouldn't even pick it up with a 10-foot pole. Is that the way his underwear looks? Nasty, right? Needs to be burned. So if his underwear looks like a crime scene from CSI, blood all over it, cum stains and stuff, put a tick mark on his report card. Number 7, does he use your good towels to wipe engine grease off his hands? You got towels that are worth $30, $40. Show towel, beautiful towel, right? That nobody touches them. You got the other towels off to the side where you can wipe your hands on. But these are your show towels where you want to make your house look good. He comes in after he changes the oil out of his car and takes your brand new good towels and wipes his hands on it and throws it on the floor. Or he takes your towels and takes it outside and wipes up the concrete, wipes the oil off the concrete, right? Or blows his nose on it, or uses it to pick up the dog poop in the yard. Is your husband the type that take your good towels and wipe engine grease off his hand? If he is, put a tick mark on his report card. Does he shave in the sink and leave a forest behind? You're getting up, all you want to do is brush your teeth and everything and put your makeup and your foundation and stuff on, and you got all these hair monsters coming all out the sink. You got all this pepper with all these nubs all over the sink, all over everything, all in your toothbrush, all in the soap and everything. And he just shaves and leaves his shaving cream with hair all in it all over the sink. If he shaves in the sink and leaves a forest behind, put a tick mark on his report card. Number 9, he hasn't changed his bed sheets since the Obama administration. There's cum stains, pee stains, blood stains. He's got food, all kind of stuff where he spilled the beer and wine and stuff. Everything on them sheets. And he hasn't changed it since the Obama administration. If your husband's got sheets that he's never changed, put a tick mark on his report card. And we're almost halfway. He thinks brushing his teeth with mouthwash counts as dental hygiene. It's got a brand new toothbrush, brand new tube of toothpaste, and all he does is come down there and take a swig out of the Listerine bottle, swigs it around and spits it in the toilet. Right? You got to use the same bottle of mouthwash, and he swigs on it every morning. He thinks that's brushing his teeth. So if he thinks brushing his teeth with mouthwash counts as dental hygiene, put a tick mark on it. All right, we're halfway. I'm gonna let you take and organize your report card. And while you're organizing it, don't put down anything yet. Just make sure your tick marks are there. And I'm gonna take and go back and show you this right here. Remember, 1 to 5, raise eyebrow. 5 to 10, you should be buying a suitcase. 11 to 15, you should be at your parents' house, on a plane or train, filing for divorce. 16 or more, you call it a movers, taking the kids and never looking back. So, I'm gonna play a little game show theme song for you. Don't let him look at the report card. Just get it organized. So, da 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 da. And remember, Red Bull gives you wings. Oh, I love my Red Bull. All right, we're going to go ahead and do the last 10 right here. So you should be getting your tick marks already. Don't let him see it yet. All right, these things here might want you to go home to your mama's house. All right, number 11. He calls every ex he has just a friend. He calls them just a friend. So Susie, Belinda, Marquita, whatever, right, is hanging around your house, right? All his exes, he just calls them friends, right? They're not secret lovers. They're just his friends. If you got a husband that's got a lot of friends like that, put a tick mark on his report card. Number 12. Keeps his phone face down like he's guarding state secrets. So if he's got it, his arm folded, and he's got his phone up under his arm, or down on the table, or against his chest, or in his pocket, any place where you can't see it, in a safe, he's got it in his car, in his lunchbox, or whatever. If you got a husband that's always hiding his cell phone, put a tick mark on his report card. He's guarding it like he's guarding state secrets. He's got some secrets too. Number 13, he's always forgetting your birthday, but remembers every playoff stat, every game. He knows when the player broke his knee, got it fixed, when he was born, how he's feeling, how many games he's playing. He can remember all that, but he can't remember your birthday. He can't remember your anniversary. He can't remember none of the kids' birthdays. He can't remember nothing about the family, but he could tell you everything about this player and that player and this season and the league playoff and all that. He know everything about that. So if you got a husband that forgets your birthday but remembers every playoff statistic, put a tick mark on his report card. Number 14, he tells you you're too emotional. Why are you so emotional? But he's sitting there crying because his PlayStation broke. Oh, my PlayStation. What am I going to do? He's crying. His PlayStation's broke, or his car's not running. Oh, no, my car's not running. Oh, my cell phone. Oh, my computer. My computer don't work. Oh, and he's crying and crying about it. Right? Right? But he's saying that you're too emotional. If you got a husband like that that cries over his toys, put a tick mark in his report card. Number 15. He shows up to dinner smelling like perfume that isn't yours. You go, what's this perfume? Every time you hug him, he's got a different smell of perfume. What's he doing? You go, honey, that's not my perfume. Where you get it from? Oh, I just spilled it on me at work. Yeah. So if he shows up to dinner and he's smelling the perfume just overpowering the whole house, and it's not your perfume, right? And it's not yours. And every time you're around him, he smells different perfume. Put a tick mark on his report card. Now, these are some things that you should never look back if he does these things. If he cheats, he lies, and still tells that, hey, honey, you're tripping. He's going to gaslight you and say that you're tripping when he's cheating and he's lying. You got a husband like that, says that you're tripping after he's cheating and lying, put a tick mark on his report card. He hasn't had a job since Obama left office, but to teach you on your work ethic. He's laying on his ass over there on the couch, won't go out and get a job, won't do what the unemployment office says, go out and search for a job. He just sits there, takes your money, goes out and eats, goes out with his buddies, with his boys, and doesn't even think about having a job because he's got you working. If you got a husband like that hasn't had a job since Obama administration, put a tick mark on his report card. Number 18, he talks to you like a parole officer. Cold, defensive, and never accountable. He's not accountable for nothing. It's all your fault. Whatever happens in the house, it's your fault. It's your shortcomings. You're the one that didn't plan. You're the one that's not doing anything. And that's why we're all going down, because it's your fault. It's not his fault. It's always your fault. And he talks to you cold like he's a drill sergeant, like you some recruit in boot camp or something. Comes home yelling and screaming and hollering, ordering you all around. Or like you're some kind of conference, like me. Comes home and talks to me like I'm some parolee or something, right? Hey, if he talks to you like that, put a tick mark on his report card. Number 19, he's disrespectful to your family and your kids and your peace of mind. So he's calling your mother and your father a bitch and a motherfucker, right? He disrespects your kids, slaps them all around, belittles them, is very condescending to you and your kids and to your parents. Talks about he's got a PhD or he's a sergeant and all this. He's running the police force. He's president of this club, or he's a professor and all this kind of stuff, and you ain't nothing, right? And he disrespects you at all levels and your peace of mind. Put a tick mark on his report card. And the last one, the worst of them all. If he ever puts his hands on you, that's not love. That's eviction day for his soul. So if he ever touches you, punches you, drags you by your hair up and down the hallway, right? Threatens you with a weapon, cuts you, shoots you, whatever, stomps at you, or your kids, or your relatives, anybody you know, even your friends, right? If he's the type of person that puts his hands on you, put a tick mark on his report card. All right, you now took and put all the tick marks on your report card. And so now what you need to do now is sit back and decide, what is he gonna be? Is he a keeper? Somebody that you can stand living with for the rest of your life? Is he a creeper? You can possibly stand living with him, but you always gotta be looking at him. You always gotta be looking over your back. That's a creeper. He's right there on the borderline. Or is he the type that's full refund required? You want all your money back, give back his wedding ring, right? I mean, to just hit the road and never look back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have played the game called Is My Husband a Keeper? I hope you enjoyed the show, and I hope to make more games like this in the future. If you liked the way we played this game today, then put some comments in the comment section and let me know what type of game would you like to see. Send me some ideas on some games. I've got plenty of games I'd like to play with you. And I hope that you really enjoyed the show. And now you should be giving that report card to your husband and finding out what his response is. So once again, thank you for being here today. And I hope you enjoyed our show on the What's Up show. And I hope that you'll be able to look at some of the other shows that we have too. All right, so it's time for me to get ready to head on back to the county lockup because I've spent about an hour or so and I'm supposed to be back before the street lights come on. So all I have to say is, what's up? What's up? What's